Hello everyone, welcome to a how-to video on how to mint an NFT. I'm Nathan, and today we're going to be minting an NFT live on this video using our example collection, Morphs. Let's say we found an NFT collection, it's still in the minting phase, and we want to exercise our powers using our Web3 wallet to mint an NFT before they're sold out. Here is Morphs, our example collection today. This is a PFP project that has a little bit of mystery around it, that's in the minting phase right now. And instead of being a cap supply mint, this is actually a capped time mint. So there's unlimited supply of these NFTs, but we only have 5 days to mint them. So a very, very cool concept here. They are free to mint. We just have to pay gas fees. So we're going to mint one of these today. So let's say we found the NFT collection and we want to figure out, great, how do we actually mint this NFT? There's typically two ways. One, we will either go through the Web3 application. So each project will have their own Web3 application and have a minting feature on there. Or some collections allow us to interact with the smart contract directly using the Blockchain Explorer Etherscan. So we will look at both of those today. So we found Morphs. Here's Morphs on Rarible. Here's Morphs on OpenSea. So this is a Rarible based collection, so that's why I'm showing Rarible as well. If we go over to the actual website, we will see here that this is a Web3 application, so I can connect my wallet in the top right hand corner, which I will do right away to Metamask. Great, I'm connected, I'm on Ethereum. We'll see at the top, minting closes in 5 days, 10 hours, and we are minting scrolls. These little images here on the right hand side are examples of our scrolls. There's a bit of mystery around these. This is going to be a PFP project, so these scrolls are going to change, and we will see that in the future. But let's focus on the minting. We'll see we got some information about our NFTs here on the left-hand side. If we wanted to dive deeper into this collection, we would do that, and we would learn that it's built by an organization called Playgrounds.wtf. Playgrounds.wtf is an offshoot organization made up of the biggest weirdos from Rarible DAO, united around the principles of openness, curiosity, and play. Cool. Now, let's say we wanted to mint one. We could do that right here. They've got a mint a scroll button. So let's do that right now. I've got an actual code here. This is a unique collection in that you can put in codes. And I've got a code here for Cosmic 420, and that will mint me a Cosmic scroll rather than a normal scroll. Now, this is a unique feature. You don't have to do the Cosmic 420 passcode, but you can. And regardless of if you do that or not, we will pretty much mint a button that will call the mint function for the Morph smart contracts using our wallet. It will require us to pay gas fees to mint this. It'll be a zero fee, and we'll be done. So let's do that right now. We're going to do Cosmic 69, actually, excuse me, 420, because I do want a Cosmic scroll. I'm going to press mint a Cosmic scroll. It should be 0 ETH to purchase, but I should pay for gas fees. Let's zoom in just quickly. Here is what we've seen many times before. If we've performed smart contracts interactions, this is our MetaMask interface for a transaction. We're interacting with Morphs.wtf. Good. We're paying $0. We're hitting them. We're calling the, or we're interacting with the mint function, so it actually puts the function name here. And then we come down here into the details, and it says, great, 0.006 ETH or $15 to mint. Just the gas fees. Wonderful. If I wanted to edit that, I could, but I won't. I'm going to save that at medium, and we're going to press confirm here, and we're going to mint this right now. Typically, once you press confirm, when you're either minting or purchasing an NFT, sometimes this takes a while, so you got to wait for the confirm button to come back up. Wonderful. Once you've pressed the confirm button when you're minting or buying an NFT, typically the website or the application will give you a little pending completion type pop-up. And that pop-up will typically have a link to Etherscan to show you the pending transaction on the blockchain. Now, for minting a scroll, it actually doesn't do that. It just says this may take up to a few minutes. Feel free to close this window and check back later. Cool. We could do that. Other websites will actually have a page that will show or a button at the top that will show like my NFTs. So once my scroll is minted, I'd be able to click my NFTs and it would show my scrolls. This one doesn't. So where do we go to see our new scroll? typically I will go to OpenSea to view newly minted NFTs. I'll connect my Web3 wallet to Metamask, and then I'll go up here into the top right hand corner where there's a little icon, and I'll go to my profile. And we will come here. We will see that I have 3 scrolls here, but actually I've already minted those, so we're waiting for our 4th scroll that hasn't popped up yet. So let's go back to our website. Great, success. If you see up here in the top, in the middle of the page, you will see that we have success. You feel a pulse of strange energy. See your scroll. Great. I'm going to click See Your Scroll button. So most Web3 NFT applications will have some sort of success button or completion that your pending transaction has been completed, and then you'll be able to click to view it. Typically, it would take you to Etherscan, but in this case, it took us to Rarible. So there's our cosmic scroll. We have the cosmic scroll of ancient opinions, very strong opinions. Wonderful. It is cosmic. Its ancient opinions and its variation is X001. So 3 pieces of metadata there. Doesn't look too rare because all those rarities are pretty high in the low teens. And let's go back and see if it's on OpenSea yet. We've minted our scroll, and no, so it does take OpenSea a few minutes to recognize that we've minted a new NFT. And when I'm looking at my profile or my NFT collection on OpenSea, I'll typically filter it by recently received. And then that'll be a chronological order for my NFTs from oldest to youngest. So we've just minted an NFT. Congratulations. Now let's say we wanted to do this through the smart contract. How would we go and find the Morphs NFT smart contract? Well, a couple ways we can do that. On Rarible, it actually has it listed right here. We can click copy. It has the little contract address listed right there. If we were on OpenSea, we could click into one of the NFTs, click into the details of that NFT, and find the contract address for every NFT on OpenSea, and that would take you to Etherscan. So let me do that, and I'll show you. Great, it takes us to Morphs. Additionally, if I went back to Etherscan homepage, I copied the contract address from Rarible, and great, it shows up in the search bar and takes me back to the Morphs page. So we can see that our token tracker is Morphs with an ERC721 cache tag of MORPHS. I could click into Morphs and see that the max total supply is 0 because there's an unlimited supply. There's around a little over 4,200 holders or people that have minted NFTs so far, and there's already been 12,000 transactions. Additionally, I could go to the holders page and see that we have a null address, interesting, has 165 morphs in there, so it looks like some people have been sending them to a burn address, but it looks like we have the top holders of morphs have 125, 116, and 100 morphs that they've minted. And I believe you have to mint these one by one, so that means they've called that transaction or performed the act that we just did over 100 times and paid their $15 to $25 gas fee each transaction. I don't think we're able to bulk mint using with morphs. Now, let me go back to the morphs page on Etherscan, and we're going to look at how to mint using Etherscan, calling the smart contract directly using a blockchain explorer. My Web3 wallet's not connected, but we'll come down into the contract section. We will see that we have the code. They are open sourced, which is great, meaning that you and I can view the code. It's public. We could go to the read contract, but if we wanted to mint something, we would go to the write contract section. I would connect my Web3 wallet to Metamask. Done. Connected. Now there's a few different functions here related to minting. We've got an approve function and a mint function. Now if you wanted to mint directly from the smart contract using Etherscan, typically an NFT project will have a guide. Either in their Discord, they'll have a Medium article, they'll have a mirror.xyz article, somewhere they'll have an article that will walk you step by step through calling a few different functions. Typically, it's either a 2-step process where you're approving and then minting, or it's a 1-step process and you're just minting, and you'll have to put in some inputs. I looked for a guide on minting directly from the smart contract and minting my morph here and not on the Web3 application, but I wasn't able to find one. So when I come to approve, I My assumptions would be that the to address is my wallet, and we're approving my wallet to interact with token ID number. And then also in the mint area, we would enter some sort of tuple value, and I assume this would be the ID that we wanted to mint, but I'm unsure about that. So the minting of NFTs directly out of Etherscan is a unique process every time, and I'll try to find another collection where we actually do that, and we can do that live on a video. But just wanted to show you where it happens, and then typically there'll be a couple of different interactions, and one of them will be the mint function, where your contract mints a new token, and then metadata is attached to a brand new token ID. So this is where we would come if we wanted to mint an NFT directly from the smart contract using a blockchain explorer like Etherscan, which is kind of the only one everyone uses at the moment. Now, the one thing that we didn't see from minting our NFT, and let's go back and see if our NFTs popped up in our OpenSea wallet. Cancel. There it is. Our fourth NFT has popped up, owned by me. It was minted 6 minutes ago. There it is. Wonderful. So we've minted our NFT. We've got our contract address, so we could tie that straight back to Etherscan, which we were just looking at. Now, the one thing that we don't see here is the actual minting transaction. And I didn't show you that because I've been in full screen mode. So apologies, let me get out of full screen mode. And anytime we mint an NFT, when we were back on this Web3 page and I was waiting for this, let me actually just mint another. We'll mint another Cosmic, and I'll show you what I mean by a pending transaction. We'll mint a Cosmic Scroll. In this case, because I'm not in full screen mode, my little modal pops up on the left-hand side, and it shows us the exact same interface that we were looking at in full screen mode. Now we're going to come in. Good, my minting price has gone down, thankfully. So we're down to only 11 bucks. Wonderful. So I'm not going to mess with the gas fee. I'm going to just say, great, I'm at morphs.wtf. I'm calling the mint function. I'm happy with my safety, and I'm going to press. And once it loads, I'm going to press confirm. The last thing I will show you today in this video is looking at the pending transaction as you're minting an NFT. You can also do this with purchasing an NFT or swapping an NFT. Once you've actually initiated the transaction, we can click our fox in the top right hand corner. Instead of landing on the assets pages, come to the activity page. Oh, and it's not actually there. Why is it? Oh, there it is. It's actually already done. Cool. So we've 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Good. So this was my most recent transaction right here. It looks like it's already completed. We will click into that transaction. Sorry, it's a little hard to see. And then status. There's literally a clickable button called View on Blockchain Explorer. So we'll open that up, and we will come in, and we will see that success. This one was actually the one that I minted yesterday. But same concept, or the theory or the concept and the practicality persists in that you can come to the activity page after you mint or interact with a Web3 application. You'll be able to see the transaction here. You'll be able to click into the transaction and then click View on Blockchain Explorer. And then if your transaction's still pending, it will actually, instead of saying success, it will show that it's pending, but at least it'll show that, and it'll give an estimate for how long it'll take as well. So then you'll be able to track that transaction before it gets approved. And that is pretty much it today. We're a little over time, but very happy that we went through minting an NFT directly from a Web3 smart contract. And we also looked at where we would mint an NFT if we were to interact directly. Oh, excuse me. We looked at minting an NFT on a Web3 application, and we did that. And then we looked at where we would mint an NFT directly from the smart contract using Etherscan. But with this collection, we didn't have a guide, so I didn't want to take the risks of putting in something wrong and leading everyone astray. So very, very cool concept here. We've got Morphs. Oh, really quickly, actually, on Morphs. I did find Morphs dashboard. We've got overview. Here are the PFPs, our little scrolls. Looks like they're going to turn into these minimalistic PFP characters. Here's what they look like. So they're very minimal. They've got a background, a body, a head, a color palette. There's different types of rarities from citizen, mythical to cosmic. So I kept minting cosmic because they said those were the rarest. Why not? So put in your cosmic 420 passcode when you're minting. They talk about minting mechanics. We go back to the dashboard. They also talk about ideas in the future, being multi-chain, recombinations of morphs, upgrades, items, spells, spell books, playing cards, and then also lore as well. So we got a bit of a loot feel here where it looks like Morphs wants the community to help build, and that playground.wtf is going to build a lot of it, but then it's going to be up to the community as well, which is very crypto native. Communities are now builders along with the core team. And I just want to quickly go through that because it's actually a decent little collection. So I've minted 5 myself, and I'll probably stop there, but who knows? With we've got 5 days left to mint for Morphs, and very, very cool concept of an unlimited supply mint, but a limited time mint. And that's it today. We'll stop right there. Thank you very much to anyone that got this far. We'll do another minting one soon. Bye for now.